All right, we are working on Chapter 2, Lesson 3, and we're going to be solving multi-step equations. All right, now we did this in the last section. The difference is on this one, if you look at example 1A here, is that we're now going to be putting like variables on the same side, or we may have to do some distributing. So we're going to add in just a little bit more. We're just extending a little on what we did the last two lessons. Okay, now for this video only, we are only going to work on solving multi-step equations. We are not, I repeat, not covering clearing a fraction, okay? That will be done either in class or on a later video. All right, so let's zoom in here on the first problem, okay? So now, anytime we have more than one variable on the same side, so if I draw a wall here, anytime I have variables on the same side of my equal sign, the first thing I want to do is combine like terms, okay? And I'm actually going to kind of write that off the side because this is a really, really important step. If we don't do this, we're going to start struggling when it gets harder, okay? So make sure that you combine like terms. This is a very, very important step and should happen pretty much the first thing off, okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead and combine and put the 11 and the minus 6 together and get 5m minus 8 equals 22. So now that I have combined like terms, I've just made my problem that much easier. Okay, so now this should look like something we did in the last section. We're going to add 8 to both sides. So that cancels. So I have 5m equals 30. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 5. And get m equals 6. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and try this next one. Uh-oh. Looks like we've got a typo here. All right. So let me go ahead and change this. This should be a plus 5y. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and start by combine like terms again. Okay. So again, if you have variables on the same side of the equal sign, you got to put them together first. So I've got negative 2y plus 5y, so I'm going to have 3y plus 5 equals 14. Okay, subtract the 5 off, and 3y equals 9, and then divide both sides by 3. So y is going to equal 3. Okay, all right, let's go down to example C here. Okay, now on this particular problem, we're going to have to start by distributing, okay? You always want to distribute first, and then we'll combine like terms, okay? So on this particular problem, we're going to distribute, get negative 16x plus 8, negative times a negative is a positive, equals 36, and then we're going to subtract 8 off of both sides, so that cancels. So I have negative 16x equals 28. All right, okay, now we're going to divide both sides by negative 16, so those cancel. So x equals, now 28 and 16 can be reduced by 2, so I'm going to leave it as negative 14 over 13. You are going to have some fraction answers, so please don't get concerned when you get a fraction answer like that, okay? It is okay. All right. So now what we've done here is I've taken the distributive property and combining like terms. Okay, so first thing you're going to do, okay, and so off to the side here, if you need to write this down, write it down. First thing you're going to do is you are going to distribute. I'm going to give myself a little more room here. So I'm going to distribute. And then the second step, we are going to combine like terms. Okay, all right, so kind of zooming in over here. So when I say distribute, keep in mind, when you have a negative in front, that negative has to go through the problem. So I've got 8n minus 2n plus 3 equals 12. So combine like terms now that I've distributed. So now we're going to put the n's together. They're on the same side of my wall. So again, if you need to draw a wall, draw a wall. So I've got 6n, 8 minus 2 is 6, plus 3 equals 12. I'm going to subtract the 3 off for both sides. So I have 6 n left on this side, and I have a 9 left on this side. I'm then going to divide by 6 on both sides. So n equals 3/2 when I reduce my fraction. Again, fractions are okay, so don't stress out if you get a fraction answer. All right, and the last example we're going to look at in this video, again, keep in mind the back side is going to be a separate video or done in class. So on this one, we're going to define a variable, write an equation, solve, and again, we're writing a complete sentence. Martha takes her niece and nephew to a concert. She buys t-shirts and bumper stickers for them. The bumper stickers cost $1 each. Martha's niece wants 1 shirt and 4 bumper stickers, and her nephew wants 2 shirts with no bumper stickers. If Martha's total is $67, what was the cost of 1 shirt? All right, so first thing we're going to do is define our variable, and we're looking for the cost of 1 shirt. So I'm going to put C for cost of a shirt. Okay. All right, so now let's kind of go read back through here. What are some things we need to know? So we know that the bumper stickers are $1 each, so that's kind of important. We know that the niece wants 1 shirt. Oops, that's not what I was looking for. Let's highlight that. 1 shirt and 4 bumper stickers, and the nephew wants 2 shirts. Okay, so if you kind of think about it, we can start with the niece. The niece wants 1 shirt, so I'm going to put 1C or just C, 1C, and 4 bumper stickers at $1. Okay, the nephew, let's see what the nephew wanted. The nephew wants how many shirts? He wants just 2 shirts, so I'm going to put 2C for cost of shirts. Okay, now if you wanted to go ahead and put those together right off the bat and said that you had 3 shirts and 4 bumper stickers at $1 each, that would have been as fine as well. I would take either kind of setup here on this. So it doesn't matter if you write it out or if you combined it right off the bat, I'd accept either one as an equation. Okay, and let's see what our total was. Our total was $67, so equals $67. Okay, so again, I have the niece's items plus the nephew's items. Okay, or again, combine the 2 shirts and get 3. So I've got 3C plus 4 equals 67. I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. So 3C equals 63. And then I'm going to divide by 3. So my shirts cost $21 each. Okay? So now write a sentence about that. So here's your final answer. So I'll put each t-shirt is $21 each. Or $21. I don't need to put each again, do I? Okay. All right. And that concludes the notes, the first part of the notes for Chapter 2, Lesson 3. Thanks.